What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Lucas Live. It is Sunday morning at 10 a.m. If you're watching this live, if you're watching this by replay, we want to welcome you. Make sure you stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. If you're watching by replay, don't be like, it's the replay. I missed it live. You're going to miss the whole thing if you don't stay here. I got a special guest in the building.
Yes, sir.
My man, Mr. Officer LaMar Sharpe. What's going on, my man?
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Man, I'm excited. I actually was thinking about it this morning, and I knew of you before I knew you. You kind of got a reputation as the man out here with ice cream trucks and stuff. You was out here helping the kids in the community.
Because you helped me one time. You you did that. Yep.
I forgot about that, man.
You did.
I'm trying to be a better me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
what I'm trying to do. So, I saw you doing your thing. You went to my daughter's school. I remember you were like a celebrity. I remember I told her you were at our house. She was like, he was at our house. And then she went to school and was popular. After that, it was nice. I appreciate that. But I saw what you were doing, and I was doing Lucas Live, and I was like, can you come through? You probably were the first person that came to my house and did an interview.
I remember that.
You came through.
I remember that. I was like, I came up to Taj Mahal.
You came
I was like,
to the Taj.
Yeah, I was like, I'm here.
I mean, it ain't really that Taji Mahal-y, but it was the 10 by 10 room in my basement where it all started, man. It's fun that you got to see me.
And look at it now.
Man, it's fun that you've been one of the few people who got to see me at every stage.
Listen, I saw it. I loved it. I was like, man, I stood behind you. I said, listen, whatever you need. I said, I'm here.
You did.
Yep,
you did.
yep.
I appreciate it.
And you returned the favor, too. You brought my kids in. They got to see a lot of different things. You actually came in and spoke to my kids a couple times. So I appreciate it. To see iron sharpens iron.
It does. It does. Much respect to you and what you're doing. Today, we're going to talk about the celebration of their 10th anniversary today. We're also going to be talking about the future of Be a Better Me, where you've come in 10 years, where do you see yourselves going? How can people out there get involved? Some people out there, number one, you have young people who are struggling with things and you may need to engage with Be a Better Me. Some of you have a desire to give back in your community and you don't know exactly how to do it, what to do. And this is an opportunity for you. I think a lot of times we are waiting until we're ultra wealthy and then I'm going to give. And the reality is every little bit counts.
Every little bit.
Right? So,
every little bit counts.
Yeah, so we want to help people see that today and how you guys can make an impact here on this Sunday morning. We want to welcome you guys in. Share this broadcast if you're watching it live or by replay. We appreciate you guys so much. I want to share it, and then I think I have the screen sharing behind me is coming from my phone. So if I go to share and the screen goes crazy, just ignore that for a second, ladies and gentlemen. It's just a part of what we got going on here. But I am always excited to talk to you about what you're doing. I saw I don't know if it's Gala or Gala. I've been struggling with this all my life,
me
brother.
too. Me too. It just depends on where you come from. Like when I went to Kansas and I went out there and I was like, I could sure use a pop.
Yeah.
And everybody looked at me and I was like, what? They said, did you say pop? I went, yeah. They was like, it's soda. I'm like, well, not where I'm from.
Right. I don't know what a soda is.
So it's all about where you come from.
Absolutely. It is. So I'm not crazy. I'm just from where I'm from. Yeah. It is weird when you go other places. And some places call it Coke. Some people which is, I always think that's the best thing in the world. When you get your brand to be called the thing like Play-Doh is not the only clay that you can play with, but it became so popular with Play-Doh. Kleenex. Kleenex is a brand. It's not the thing.
Right.
So yeah, I want to get a brand like that. So anyway, I'm working on it. I'm trying to figure it out. But for people out there who are watching this, again, live or by replay, talk to us a little bit about the purpose of Be a Better Me. For people out there maybe have heard it before, never really knew, or kind of unsure. They're just like, I just see him as this nice police officer, community policeman kind of guy, but he has this foundation and they're not sure how to engage it, what it really does. What is it for the people who don't know?
So basically we want to, our mission is to empower youth on and off the right track in life so that they can be better individuals in life. So what we do that, we do that through different programs. So our biggest one is our mentoring program. We mentor young boys and young girls ages 10 through 17. And so we've been doing that for years now. And the thing is like our kids are really struggling, and when you watch them, they're being influenced by other kids who sometimes they see other kids that are doing other things and they just don't realize, or they don't have somebody in their corner or their ear telling them like, hey, you don't have to follow that type of lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know, there's certain lifestyles that are glorified, and these kids want to do that, and it's just kind of like you have to help put them on the right track. And I could tell you, like, as a parent, and I'm sure I think we talked about this before, as a parent, when you talk to your kids, sometimes our kids look at us like, oh, that's just mom and dad. Oh, they just griping. But sometimes it's always that outside entity that can come in and that's giving them the same message, but it's more acceptive from that person. So that's all we do. We just try to really build character. We try to build trust. We try to build self-esteem. We also try to show our kids, shout out to Dr. Sandy Womack, who says experiences changes expectations.
I love that.
Yeah, so we try to show them different experiences so that they can actually see and just say, hey, I don't want to be an NBA basketball player. I want to be a rapper. Well, if you want to do that, that's fine.
Yeah.
Let's chase that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, what if that doesn't work?
Right.
What are you going to fall back on?
Yeah.
So that's the whole key of what we try to do with our youth.
I love that. I love that. Shout out to Dr. Womack.
Dr. Womack, that's my guy.
Special guy, man.
Special,
Very
man.
fortunate. It's funny because, Dr. Womack, my mom would always be like, Sandy, they knew him back in the day.
Yeah,
They'd be like, Sandy, man, he was out here acting up. He was the kid that was doing all the wrong stuff.
Yeah, he goes everywhere. Like my mom had him when he was enrolled at Akron U. Wow. And she was like, I love that, man. Yeah. He says the same thing. I was like, I love your mom. He always asks me, how's your mom doing?
Yeah.
It I just love Sandy.
His insight is absolutely incredible. Shout out to Dr. Sandy Womack. And the influence he's had on all of us, and he continues to. Let's talk about it a little bit because I think it's important and interesting. As we talk about your foundation, there's bigger things going on, and right now we're going through a lot in the world with young people and poor decisions and violence and a lot of stuff, right? And not only are you the founder of some foundation, you've been a police officer a lot of years, so you've actually seen it from the ground level, not just. I wanted to do something nice and I did something nice because I wanted kids to have a better thing. You've seen them make the mistakes. Talk to me a little bit about what you see as some of the ills or some of the things going on right now that parents should look out for, that society should look out for, that is causing our children to go down the wrong road.
Yeah. So before I even became a police officer, I was working at the juvenile jail, Faircrest. And when I was working there, and I remember working there with Chris Downing. That's how.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I just got done with a Chris Downing workout this morning.
Sweating.
I'm still sweating.
That's the Chris Downing effect.
We've been done working out for an hour. Yeah. I've been in the shower, and I can't stop sweating. Okay.
Right. But yeah, so working there, I was watching kids come in at their worst. And it was just very, I'm looking at these kids and they're reminding me of myself. They're reminding me of people I've known growing up, and I know the paths that they took in life. So even before that, I was just kind of I wanted to make it. And I was still trying out for the Browns. This was in 1999 when they were coming back.
Okay, where'd you go to college?
University of Kansas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
play football.
Football there.
And then you were walking on to try out for the Browns. How does it go?
So you get invited to a camp.
You got an invite. Okay.
Yeah, I got
Nobody invited me to nothing.
Yeah,
okay.
I got an invite, but my NFL career still not for long.
Okay. Hey, at least what did you do? Did you?
Hey, I went there. I didn't. The camp, and I didn't make it.
Right.
But
you moved on.
And I always tell people it's like that just wasn't God's plan for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? God said He has something bigger and better, and I'm like, bigger, better than a couple of $1 million. And I was like, yeah, because I always talk about when you're doing His work, and it's nothing bigger than that.
Yeah.
So that's what He had. That's what He had in store for me. So yeah. But just looking at these kids, it was really hurtful. And then coming on the police job, I'm watching these kids. They're going through so much, and it was like, what can I do to give back? And I had this vision that if I made it to the NFL, I was going to buy this big, elaborate
community
rec center,
yeah.
Where they can kids can come and be kids, because that's what helped me.
Yeah.
Shout out to Akron, Ohio, Joy Park.
Okay.
That's what that was for me.
Yeah.
So I knew that safety that I felt there is what I wanted other kids to feel. And then I sat on it, and for years and years, I didn't, because my mindset was I didn't have the money to do it. I didn't have the millions to do it.
Yeah.
But again, when God moves through you in certain different ways, and I'm seeing these kids, and I'm like, it's just one of those things where He placed it in my heart, said now's the time. And that was, it was about 11, 12 years ago, and it just came into effect about 10 years ago. Once I filled out the paperwork, I got accepted, and I was like, here we go.
Yeah, it's hard. It's happening.
We here now.
Right. We got to go. We got to go.
Right.
Absolutely incredible. I think that you're one of the most well-known people in our community with one of the most well-known foundations. Like, a lot of times people have foundations. Everybody can't say the name of it, right? Like, we can say enrichment in this area. We can say Be a Better Me in this area. There's a lot of other ones that are doing, shout out to all those that are doing a great thing. But just because you have a big name doesn't mean you have a big budget. It doesn't mean you have tons of donors. Talk to us a little bit about some of the struggle. Maybe like there's opportunity for people to do more, but they don't always. And a lot of times people see people like you as somebody to give. You give protection, you give to the community, you give to the kids, and they don't always think about giving back to what you're doing. Talk to me about the importance of people giving back and how that looks for you.
It's very important. I know we were blessed to be on a national spotlight with Mike Rowe in Returning the Favor. And, you know, I think the misconception is that people think that we have a lot of money, that we were banking and rolling from that.
Yeah.
And what that did was it opened up some doors for us, but it didn't have us sitting on a stack of money.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And we've been surviving all of these years because that was it was a blessing, and it almost was a little bit of a curse because throughout that time, we weren't really setting ourselves up to receive any grants because we had people really believing in us, and, you know, people were taking care of us, saying, hey, listen, we want to make this donation, and we were making what we were getting work. So now we're in this position where you kind of, sometimes when the lights are going and this and that and the other, and people are just like, now you're sitting here like, oh boy.
Right. We gotta, these kids still need me.
Like, can you, like, we got to go out here, we got to hit boots to the ground, we got to get going and make it happen.
Right.
And it's been a challenge because people see, everybody constantly like, hey man, I love what y'all do, this and that and the other, but it's like, and I appreciate that. And it's like, people share it. There's always a way to help.
Yeah.
People share it, you know, our videos, they share our gala, they share our different events, whatever. But now we're in a position like, it's like, well, we need the funds.
I know, right.
We need the funds. And I think the hard part is, like, I see people when I'm on social media, they'll donate and support different things that are not in their community. Like, they'll send money to an organization, you know, like, I get it. Like, everybody has their own thing. But to see people in the community send money to another state, and or an organization where you have no idea where that money goes, and then the kids right here in the community, the organizations right here in the community are struggling. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the frustration kicks in. Like, that's where it really kicks in, because we were talking earlier, it says, what doesn't affect you directly is going to affect you indirectly.
Absolutely.
So if we don't give back to our youth, and that's what I see a lot of people when I get on social media, and I get so frustrated because I see people complaining, our youth, they're in trouble. I'm like, they don't have to be in trouble. They don't have to be in trouble. How about we do something and we give back to them, or we put ourselves in a position where we say, you know what, we have all of these. We got Enrichment. We have Be a Better Me. We have WAP. We have Tikva. We have all of these different organizations out here, Simply Youth. We have all of these organizations, but like when it comes down time to it, I'm seeing other different organizations outside of youth make hundreds and thousands of dollars, and when these youth organizations are trying to make $5,000, $10,000 just to keep the doors open.
That's deep. You said that earlier about even all love to pets and such. But people can raise hundreds of thousands of dollars to save the pets. And our children are going without and suffering and struggling and going through things. And then the reality is, as parents, we need programs like yours, because like you said, the same stuff I might say to my kids, you come along and say it, or they hear it consistently in a program like yours, and magically it clicks. You know, I went through a tough time with one of my daughters, and she's great now. She's University of Central Florida, doing great. I'm so proud of her. She went through some tough times as a teenager and some different stuff, and I was looking around like, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know. I had said everything I knew to say. I've worked with kids, you know, most of my life, and I helped so many other people, brought their kids to me to help them with their kids. Now my kid is having an issue, and I'm like, you're my kid though. You got all the juice. Like, you got all the stuff. You got all the lessons. You got all the lectures. You got all the stories. You got all the quotes. You got all the scripture. Anything I knew to give her, I gave her. And there was still a tough time. But then other people, shout out to like Coach G and other people who came into her life and just said the same stuff.
Yeah.
Like Coach G was like, dude, such and such, and then run that lap. Yeah. And magically she could do it.
Right,
like,
right.
This is
exactly.
crazy, you know?
Yeah.
So those things really matter, and we have to give back to those things. It just made me think of something we're going to have to do, because you're the perfect person to do this with. So I've thought about I like doing some type of telethon, right?
Ah, yeah.
We just come in here and we go live until we raise the money.
Yeah.
It might be 8 hours.
Yeah.
It might be 12 hours.
Yeah.
And we invite everybody.
Right.
We invite all the people from the community, like Poppy and real quick for a quick interview, come through, talk, somebody bring us some food. We locked in until we raise X amount of dollars.
All I need is a little lamp and a sleeping bag.
And a sleeping,
I'll be
listen,
over in the corner
right, let's
somewhere.
Go, let's go. Let's go. I'll be like, he's over here. We're going to be like Kyson Nottingham. We're like, he's resting, trying to get ready for your kids.
I'm coming. I'm back.
I'm back. We back on. We back on. Who's in here? The mayor has come now. Let's talk to the mayor and see what they can do.
That's a great idea.
But let's look at doing that at some point soon. I think it's a fun thing. I love to see those streamers like going live for a period of time.
Yeah.
We got all the stuff. We just set stuff up differently. We invite all the people who are doing good things into the community. We invite different people in. And all day, and we have people call through. You want to stop through? Stop through. Let's talk. Bring the young people. Bring some youth that have come through your program and have benefited from it. Some parents, and we're gonna make that happen, y'all.
Absolutely.
All right. So stay tuned for the first ever Lucas Live Media Telethon. We gonna go until we can't go anymore.
That's right.
Yes. All right. Jill is gonna make sure that Nothing But Cake brings some cake for the telethon. Thank you. See what I'm saying? This is how community works. We appreciate you so much, Jill. Thank you for jumping in. Thanks for your comment. You guys come into the chat. Say hello. Let us know you're in here. Share this broadcast. We know it's early on Sunday morning. You guys got different things going on, whether you're watching this live or by replay. We appreciate it. Jessica, hello. Thank you so much. And I know some of you right here, Jessica, I know you'd be watching, right? I know some of y'all would turn it on and have it on for hours, turn it on at your businesses. We're going to do that. So stay tuned, coming soon. But right now, there's an opportunity for people to give back and come to a great event. Talk to us about this 10th anniversary Gala or Gala.
Yeah, whichever. Somebody, y'all tap in and let us know. What is it?
Spell it out.
Gala or Gala?
I don't know. I'm just telling y'all straight up. I have no idea. I've been wondering this for years. Like, is it Gala? Is it Gala?
Right.
Somebody tell us, what is it? Is it Gala or is it Gala?
Yeah.
I don't know. All right. But there is October 4th. You guys can see that in the back. October 4th, 2025, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Nash Family Event and Conference Center there at the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Yep.
That's a nice spot there.
That is a nice
just
spot.
renovated it and did some extra stuff. So what's up? So what you got going on there?
So we so basically we're having our 10-year anniversary. For me, I let my team know like this was big. Like we've had like little things before, but for me this is a big milestone because I've seen in my 10 years I've seen organizations come. I've seen organizations go. And a lot of people just like have the consistency that we've had for 10 years is like really big for me.
That's huge.
It's really huge.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to do is I wanted to make sure this year that it was a little bigger on a bigger scale. So, we went to the Football Hall of Fame. We're going to be there. We're going to be honoring some amazing individuals outside the community. We're going to be Betty Smith, Terrence Jones. Yeah. Well, Betty in Richmond. Terrence of Simply Youth. James Havistow of he is the JD's Gourmet.
JD's Gourmet Dogs and such. That's Jessica Danielle Nail's dead. That's how I know.
Yep. And then you also have CSC, who literally for 10 years has been like a big part of what CSC or what Be a Better Me has done over the years. So shout out to CSC Federal Credit Union. They have been just a huge support of what we've done. And then you also had Oldwood Limited, the Sensic family, and then we also have I forgot everybody.
His wife is here throwing the rest of the cues.
Eagles.
I was amazed. She's over there doing cues.
I'm trying to look at the flyer, and I remember I just did it. The Eagles. We have the Eagles. Shout out to the Eagles for the last few years. Like when I tell you the Eagles, the Canton Eagles, 141.
What is the Canton Eagles?
So it's the I want to say is it the fraternal something? I forget what it is, but it's the one over there on Atlantic Boulevard over there by the bowling alley.
Okay.
So it's man, listen.
I can picture that.
Yeah.
Over there by Walmart and all that? Over there by 62?
That's where that little bank was at over there.
Yeah.
So this the Eastbury Bowling Alley.
Yes, I can
think
picture
it was a
it.
Ponderosa before.
That is funny. I never knew what that was.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So shout out to them because honestly, for the last 3 years, like some of the things when it came to like the bikes we've given away and stuff like that, they were the ones that made that happen.
Yeah.
So
That's big.
shout out to the Eagles for making that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I want you to know, and you know this, but we probably don't formally say it, but like, here at Lucas Live Media, me and my team, we love you. We love what you're doing. We are fans and supporters. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that.
And anything, and we'll be there for anything. You've done your bikes. I'd show up like you, but you don't always ask. You just say stuff is happening. You don't say, hey, y'all make sure y'all there. But we want to be, and I want you to know we will be at no cost to anything for anything, because the least we can give. And I told you, and I'm going to do this, and we'll take care of this today. I want to pay for a young man or young woman to come to your fall program. I believe it's $60. Is that the cost? Okay, so I want to pay for one of those. I also had another person who said that they wanted to pay for someone. If anybody out there today wants to make a donation to Be a Better Me, or you want to sponsor a child, which is something that I'm going to be doing, or get your tickets to the Gala.
Yeah, Gala.
And don't the Gala Island. Why don't you come to the Gala Island? Come on down, because it's going to be one of the things you'll be seeing on the pictures and stuff. You can be like, I should have been there. You should have been there. And you buying your ticket gets you into all the greatness and gets you to come celebrate the great people. What's going on, Miss Jackie Scott? Shout out to you and everything you guys are doing at Chasing Hope House, another great organization here in the community, only a year old, doing some wonderful things. You guys are going to be celebrating 10 years before you know it.
Yep, that's right.
But yeah, so people, please consider how you can give, donate, or do something, because we all have more than we think. Even if it is like they say, like when you and your wife came here today, you filed a little complaint. And you said, we was trying to get some gourmet coffee from the gourmet coffee bottle. I was running a little late. They was like, we can get the coffee. And then they walked in. I was like, I got coffee. They was like, like, no, that's great value.
Yeah, anyway, she drink her coffee like this.
Oh, does she drink her coffee with her pinky out? It's fancy. It's real good. It's real good. I do too. I ain't gonna lie. But for people out there, sometimes we make a small sacrifice. It goes a long way. I was saying that to my wife the other day. I was like $30 or something, or $50. I was like, you know how fast we spend $30? Like, you walk into the grocery store and they be like $30 just to walk in here, and then then they go from there, right? So,
I mean, sometimes people sit back and they look and they were like, man, you're constantly always working. Like, you're always working somewhere. And I don't think, there's so many times, especially being the head guy of Be a Better Me, where it's like, I'm sitting here and I'm looking at the finances, and it's not even going to come from Be a Better Me. It's coming from my own pocket. If you see me working an extra job, sometimes I'm tapping into my own money.
Right.
And that's even one of the things I remember my tax guy was like, you need to get into a nonprofit because you just spent thousands of dollars donating back. And I'm like,
okay,
I need that.
Right. Tell me, how do we do that?
Back,
exactly. How do we do that?
But yeah, this. I make my own sacrifices where I donate out of my own pocket, and sometimes it's like I could go back and get a reimbursement. Sometimes I totally forget because I'm just constantly. It's my fault because I'm always on the go.
Right.
I'm always on the go, so it's like
Right. Okay. Wait. We just had some technical difficulties. I'm gonna fix this. All right. Keep talking.
All right.
More about it while we go.
So yeah. So again, if they want to tap into. To the gala's coming in October 4th. You can get your tickets.
Okay.
This is actually the last week to get tickets.
What's the date? What's the final? Is it this Friday, Thursday, Tuesday?
Friday. Thursday the 18th.
Thursday the 18th is the last day to get your tickets. How much are tickets to the gala? $100, $200?
Tickets are $100.
No, it's $200. Actually, for you today, it's only $100.
Special price. Special player price.
Special player pricing today. Only $100.
But you can get a table of 8 for $700.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's
amazing. And I tell people, like, I one of the things is that, again, we're not making a lot off the ticket, but it's just, again, it's sometimes when you look across and you see a lot of people out there that said, hey, I paid the small fee, because honestly, come on, you blow $100 a month in coffee, or whatever it is, cigars, or cigarette, whatever it is,
going out to eat somewhere other than the Cheesecake Factory.
Exactly.
Right.
So you blow that, and then it's like, but for me, with 10 years, it's special, because when I look out there and I see everybody that's out there in attendance, I know that you believe in what we're doing.
Yeah.
And that's huge for me.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing for me.
Yep.
Like it's not even, like I said, we're not making a lot because, you know, I wanted to do it bigger this year.
Yeah.
So
it costs.
There's
some expenses that go against this whole thing.
We're making a little bit of change.
Yes,
and when I say a little bit, I mean
change.
It's enough right here. And when I throw it out here,
done,
right,
go to the vending machine.
Right. We go to the might have enough for the vending machine. But again,
Right.
it's just about just looking out and seeing people say, man, I believe in what Be a Better Me is doing.
Yeah.
I truly believe in it. And I want to see more because at the end of the day, like I've come to this crossroad and where I'm in this is in April, I can retire from the police department.
Wow.
And I tell people, they were like, well, what keeps you going? And I'm like, it's giving back to this community. And I always think, I'm like, man, if I don't have Be a Better Me, do I retire? Like, is that my time?
Right.
So it's like, I'm what they say, I'm fighting for my life.
Fighting for my life.
Fighting for my
here,
life.
Right?
Come on, donate.
Right.
Go to your job.
Right.
Because I want to stay here and I
Right.
want to make sure that I stay.
Right.
Because I mean, that's the thing. At the end of the day is what we're really trying to do right now is we really we want to bring our young, we have a high demand for bringing our young group of kids.
Right.
And that's our group of mentoring kids 7 to 10, like to the 7, 8, and 9-year-olds.
Okay.
And we want to do that, but again, sometimes when we look at it, we have to be smart. And be like, man, can we afford that?
Right.
Can we budget that to make it happen?
Yep.
So here's your opportunity.
Here's your opportunity.
Go to your job and
Yes.
say, can you buy a table? Because they can write it
I
off.
like that.
They can write it off.
Come on now.
I've had people that done that. They go, listen, they go to their job and like, hey, we want to go and show support and show love. We need $700 so you can send 8 people to Be a Better Me. Gala.
Gala
Island.
Island. Okay, don't miss the Gala Island reunion. Yes, at the Nash Center on October 4th this year, 2025, 6 to 9 p.m. Your time to buy tickets is winding down.
Yes.
There's still tickets available, but don't wait. Jackie, I think she said that she's excited. Goodwill NAACP meeting, and she is attending the gala. Awesome, Jackie. Thank you so much. Panther, what's up? Thank you for being here. Be a Better Me. Make sure people know. Where do people go to purchase tickets, to learn more about Be a Better Me, to see how they can help their youth? Where do they go?
So again, you can reach out on my Officer Sharpe page. You can reach out onto our Be a Better Me message page. You know, we had this thing where we wanted to kind of like really reach out to people and actually put a face to when we're giving out our tickets this year. So we wanted to really kind of like all of our board members, because it's always everybody looks at Be a Better Me and they just think of Officer Sharpe.
Yeah.
And there's so many different other parts to it. Like
Right.
there's a whole machine behind me. You know what I'm saying? So it was more for them to be able to get out so you can see. So if you want to buy a ticket, you're going to probably meet one of our board members.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So they're going to give it. So you can email us at info@beabetterme. You can also reach us at 330-754-6881. You can talk to our office manager, Mary Lou. She's going to take all your information and she's going to say, hey, here's your tickets here. We're going to either write your name down and have them at will call, but get your tickets because we have our count in this week.
I love it.
Yeah.
We're gonna make sure we support, and I have some people who I just thought of who I told them I was gonna support their stuff, so I'm calling in some favors.
Yeah.
Okay, I got some people. Somebody just texted me yesterday and said, remember you said you was gonna donate to the thing? I'm like, yeah, I need you to donate to some things too. Okay, so, and I'm sure they will be willing to do that. What you're doing in this community makes a huge difference. It makes a huge impact for people who, just to wrap this up, what is it that Be a Better Me is doing specifically for somebody out there who has a young person who maybe struggling, maybe not, maybe going through whatever? There's different things, right? Sometimes children are dealing with self-esteem issues and it's not behavioral. Sometimes it's behavioral.
Right.
Sometimes it's their parents are thinking, I just need them to be in the right community of people because I'm afraid of where I live, the people around them, we know that that's not going to work. So I got to try to get them around. What are who are the youth that you're looking to help? Who are the families who you're looking to reach? What is, for somebody out there listening who doesn't know, if they're one of them, who are they?
So we pretty much, like, my other goal is to hopefully one day, once we can get into the realm of grants, is I want to start working with our youth that have our youth offenders.
Okay.
So that's a whole nother, I don't try to mix a lot of our youth offenders with our kids that are just like, they haven't gotten to that level. So we're trying to get them before. I remember when you was in my documentary, you was talking about getting them before they get too far upstream.
Okay, I don't even remember. I need to watch it again. I was in there.
I was in
the movie. I like that.
See that these ties are
these ties are deep.
Yeah. So, but we really like. Do you have a kid that's just totally just like so? They're young too, and they're just as a parent, you're talking to them, and they just show you so much lack of respect. Because that's one of the things we really work on is we like, you got to learn to show respect.
Right.
I teach our kids, when we work with our kids, I tell our kids, I'm like, you can go to Walmart and get pretty much anything you want at Walmart. I said, but tell me where in that store you can go somewhere and go get a new mom.
Wow.
Or go get a new dad. Because I was like, we are all on limited time. And I said, how you're treating them and how you're treating your mom, how you're treating your dad, there's going to come a point in time when they're not here, and then you're going to think about your behaviors, and it's going to haunt you.
Wow.
And kids are sitting there like, I never thought of that.
Wow.
And I use my own personal experience. Like, listen, we all have two parents. Most of us have two parents. I'm down to one.
Right.
And I was like, and I'll do anything in the world for my mom. And I was like, because I know what she's done for me. I know the sacrifices. I love her. And I tell them, I'm like, when she's gone, the day heaven forbid, the day she's gone, I was like, I'm gonna be a mess.
Even at this age, at this stage in life,
I'm gonna be a mess.
Yes.
I said, because I love her and I know what she's done for me.
Yes.
So what we try to do is we try to get the kids to see what your parents are doing for you, what they mean to you, and how that's going to affect you growing up. Because how you treat your kids or your parents as a kid,
it's coming back around.
It's gonna come back around. Yeah,
because them little jokers.
You want to, you guess what? You gonna get it back.
They sent on a mission. They was called by God to come down here and give you what you was giving your parents.
You gonna sprinkle a little extra.
I know, right. Give a little extra. Give a little something, a little extra. You times two.
Yeah, so
that's really good.
We just really want our kids the better behaviors at school. We were at the Family Fun Day. We had some parents that came in and was like, "I mean, we were looking for y'all," and I'm like, "Well, we're right here."
Right here. So,
but we only have I know we only have a couple more spots for the boys, and the girls, they have a few spots left as well. But we start up September 22nd. So
love that.
You got to get in now, because
get in now, ladies and gentlemen. If you have a few some youth, there's a few more spots available. Check that out. Also, just check out the things that they're doing. Also, the support of other programs. There's the 1,000 Youth Walk coming up with our guys from WAP, and Enrichment is enrolling, I believe, for their autumn fall programming. There's so many things going on out here in this community, ladies and gentlemen. Get the youth involved, get your people involved, get this information, share this broadcast, share this information so that other people know how they can get the help that they need as we continue to work together to raise our children. It takes a village, right? It really takes a village. And if we don't do it, we look around and we wonder what happened.
Yeah, and parents, we have to we have to get out of this mindset of when we get off, it's our time.
That's big. Wow.
Because we get off work and I get it.
Get out of my face. Go get on your phone. Go talk to your friend. I don't care what you do.
You are setting your kid up for failure.
Wow.
You're setting your kid up for failure because your kid is going to, that attention and love that they're seeking from you, they're going to get it from somewhere else. And they're going to get it from a place where it's not a good place. And that's why when you have all these different organizations, if it's going to require you to maybe after work, you're going to have to make a special trip to go get your kid to somewhere that's going to benefit them in life, then that's what you need to do.
Yeah.
Stop sitting in your room and being like, oh, they're watching TV or they're in my face, they're not bothering me. No, those days are over because I'm telling you right now, you're
going to be bothered.
Your kids are going to, if your kids have an opportunity to see me and different other youth programs on a different place, you don't want the kids to see me on a different side.
They don't want to see you as officer.
Right. They don't want to see that.
Right.
So that's why it's important that you say, you know what? My mom used to, oh my goodness, my mom used to, she didn't do it with a smile on her face at times because I was involved in everything, but I made it.
Yeah.
I played all these different sports. I played the violin.
Okay.
I played the trumpet.
Okay.
I played the drums.
Yes.
I did all of these different things, and my mom got me to that stuff.
That's big.
And that's why I'm here today.
You are today.
That's where I'm at today.
I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a great conversation here with my good friend, Officer LaMar Sharpe.
That's right.
Founder of Be a Better Me, now celebrating 10 years of making a difference, making an impact. They have their Gala Island coming up on Saturday, October 4th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Tickets are still available, just $100. Get your ticket, get a couple tickets, get a table. You can get a table of 8 for just $700. Go to your job tomorrow, or if you're watching this on Monday, go today and say, hey, I know we want to give back to the community. I know it's something we've talked about here at work. I was wondering if we'd be able to get a table and send some of us to represent that. Or I was wondering if we could make a donation as an organization. Or we're coming to the end of the year and we have dollars that have been set aside for good causes. And I was wondering if there's still money in the budget. Can we give back to this? Because as we give back to our youth, we are giving back to the future of our community. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you guys take the chance to do that. Officer LaMar Sharpe, my friend, I could talk to you all day. I looked at the time at some point. I was like, oh, because this is just how we talk about these things.
Right.
And your heart is so sincere. Shout out to your wife who's here as well. She's always supporting you.
Always.
She like follows you around, loving you.
Yes, she does.
It's weird. You needed some lip gloss.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
That's a whole other story.
That's a whole other story. His lips was ashy and she said there's options or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was weird. But she loves you a lot. It's really great. It's really great. I don't know. I think it's like she still loves him like this. She's still acting like this.
Right,
like,
right. Got me over here blushing.
I know. Y'all be acting up, man. Y'all be acting up. But it's really special and really beautiful. So shout out to both of you guys.
Yeah.
Keep making a difference. She jumped right in and got in with you, and y'all started doing all she could to help make a difference and make an impact too.
This looks like a good podcast
this
right here.
This looks like a good show right here. I mean, Lucas and LaMar, the L's work too.
Yeah, drop the likes, man.
Let's go. Let's go. If y'all want to
see that happen.
No, man, we can make it happen. Because you know what? I'm ready to make some new shows. I've just been saying that to myself lately. Like, I need the network to be a network. That's why we're going to do a telethon. We're going to do some other stuff just to stretch it. Lucas and LaMar here. First episode of Lucas and LaMar. Thank you guys for checking us out. We will see you guys next time on another episode of Lucas Live. Thank you guys so much for being with us today. Everybody have a great day.